Hey man, you know who it is, man. It's your boy Wall Street Shooter checking in for the gang, and you already know what the vibe is. It's a trade recap. Today I only took one company, well, ETF SPY, and I busted twice, two calls, baby. And so I want to kind of talk about this market pre-low high strategy that I've been dipping and dabbling in for the last couple of weeks. And this particular one was pretty much textbook. I also had a retest and retest and breakthrough on the second one. So I want to kind of talk about that. And yeah, let's just get right into it, man. So the first thing I like to do is making sure that I plot out my lows and highs from yesterday. And so from yesterday, the high was 416 and the low was 407.67. So I got that plotted on there. But the most important thing with this whole pre-market highs and low strategy, you got to plot the pre-market. So as you can see here, we got 414 as the high in the pre-market, 413 as the lows. I put a box around it to kind of let you know that's my trading range, my price action range. Make sure I stay within that range, and I use that as resistance and support, right? So off the gate, man, SPY totally rejected, came out that thing flying, and then we end up getting the low for the day. And so as price action is moving, I always like to get in here and I kind of just follow it and make sure I price it out, man. So I kind of, go in here, market. Our low of the day was 412. And I noticed that, a lot of buyers started stepping in because the volume just started spiking on that next candle showing here. So what I did, knowing that I'm in that date range of 413 and 414, I kind of YOLO'd into the play. I bought a couple of contracts on this second 5-minute candle right here, but I didn't go heavy. I went heavy when I saw the pullback hold my 9 MA, VWAP, and 21 MA. So once I saw that, I kind of loaded the boat. I kind of keep it anywhere between 5 to 8 contracts per trade. Out the money, so I pay a little bit, get a little Walmart price, a little Walmart discount. I've been trading more so out of the money just so I can get a little cheaper, so I can kind of load up on my contracts. Anyways, so I loaded the boat right here on this 15-minute candle right here, and then I saw the volume spike. Once it spiked up and got through that 452, which was one of my first PTs, we broke through it. Knew we had resistance at 415. We snapped right through that. And my last PT was at 415, which was a prior resistance from yesterday. So I ended up on this second red candle here. I unloaded the boat, 40% busser, took all my profits. I know. Usually I try to wait and try to see if we're going to bounce and go. The main reason why I got it is because the volume slowed down. But you see, we're overextended from the 9. Always talking about how we're overextended from the 9. You can always guarantee that the stock is going to pull back to the 9. And exactly what it did too. So I didn't want to risk it. I took my 40%, got my shillings, and got up out of there. So that was the first trade on SPY. That was a 40% banger. Like I said, we was overextended. We started pulling all the way back to the 9 and actually had this massive sell-off. It was nuts. I was actually watching the Qs as well, and they both just took a dump. But I knew once we slid back into that pre-market range, I knew that 413 level was a strong support level. So I was watching that level and seeing if we was actually going to bounce. And I noticed that, the buyers stepped back in. I'm telling you, it was like a tug of war between buyers and seller early in the morning. Buyers stepped back in. I YOLO'd into it because I knew that 413 was a solid support. YOLO'd back into it, loaded it up, and I took the ride all the way up to 415.14, which was my second PT. Snapped up out of there before the IV crush happened. Took me another 20%. I actually waited for the pullback and see if we were going to snap. So I actually got out of the trade about 10% profit. Little light because I kind of tried to see if we was going to hold the 9. Even though we didn't cross the 9 during this until later in the trade, IV, because it was a 0 DT play, IV started taking up my profit. So I just like, you know what, let me get out of this trade. I'm not going to wait. Let me just get my shillings and go. So I took 10% on the second play of the call. After that, I was done for the day, man. I hit past my goal. I felt good. I didn't want to donate back to the stock market. So I was like, yep, I'm done. And that was it, man. Beautiful plays off the SPY. SPY was definitely a a good setup today. Overall, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. It's not even about how much money I made. It's more so about the preparation, the planning, sticking to the game plan, and then the execution. I'm more thrilled about that because that's how you create healthy, consistent habits in the stock market, especially when you're trading options, man, especially when you're dealing with a lot of volatility and uncertainty in the market currently. So, always game plan your trade, trade your plan, and most importantly, stick to your stop losses. On these two trades, I didn't even hit below red throughout, so that was really good. But you have those moments where your stop loss does get triggered, so you want to be prepared to stick to it. You know what I'm saying? If you got 20% stop loss, take it. 25%, take it. Protect your money, protect your portfolio. You know what I'm saying? I always say, live to trade another day, baby. Anyway, it's your boy Wall Street Shooter, man. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. And if you want to rock with the game, Discord link in the bio. Hey, we'll welcome you with open arms, baby. Come on in. Join the BNP Capital Group. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, peace. Love y'all. I'm out.